Hey y'all, I slept good. I've been doing laundry all morning. Up, moving around. Good morning, well afternoon. Yeah. Shout out to the new people, my new subscribers. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the people that hung out with me yesterday. Mm, I want to do a public service announcement. Um, One would be I'm no longer arguing with anyone. That's over with. I won't be debating, arguing, any of those things. Um, So if I decide to walk away, if I'm on your panel and I see that it's going to be a screaming match, everybody's going to come and try to attack Elise, I'm leaving your panel because I expect you to hold your panel down. If you do not hold your panel down, I won't be sitting with you or your guest at all. This is not, when I come to your panel, it is not the Elise show. It is not the let's pile up and everybody give an opinion, let's talk about Elise. I'm not doing that with nobody. Not gonna argue with a bunch of men every day. That shit is draining. It's outdated. It's played out. It's actually embarrassing to your show. It actually makes you look bad. Like, damn, every time I come over here, it's just a bunch of men screaming and hollering and mad. Women don't want to be around that. Like, it was cool, but then it's like, it ain't cool. It was never cool, but it was like, all right, I'm here. Let the people get to know me, get to see who I am. But now it's like every time it's the same two individuals got something to say, but they don't say nothing to a man, never, yeah, I won't be sitting on your panel. I will dismiss myself every single time. I don't care what's going on. I don't care who's on the panel. As soon as I see that they finna try to pile up and bash me in the comments and they're on the panel, I'm leaving. I'm not subjecting myself to that anymore. Not dealing with that. Like, now I'm in my era where I am choosing me. I've always chosen me. My self-love is growing. I'm not tolerating disrespect from nothing or nobody. I'm not arguing with a bunch of drunken men, losers. I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna have. I'm not doing that. Who has the last word battle? I'm not doing any of those things. So I'm finally getting my spark back, and after everything that I've been through on here and in my real life, I'm not tolerating any level of disrespect, um, any level of uncomfortability. I'm not doing it. I'm not going back and forth. I hit panels to laugh, have a good time. I don't want to argue. I'm not into losing my voice every 2 days. Um, yeah, I won't hang out. I won't be around. Also, it seems to be some people that's confused about me when it comes to me, about me being in a relationship or being single. I am a single woman. Um, I've chosen to be single for now. Um, I'm willing to make friends. I would like to make friends, mature, grown adult friends who are stable, who hurt me the first time, basically. I'm not into repeating myself anymore when it comes to an individual or individuals. They hurt me the first fucking time. So one thing about me, I'll go away and I'll go away in peace. It's no hard feelings because it seems to me that somebody in their mind thinks that we're still together. They're still claiming me as the B word, bitch, which I am not. I am a grown ass woman. I am not a bitch. Um, Make sure you get your lingo, your vocabulary ready before you think you can approach me and address me as such. Okay? I know y'all used to the women on here just dyking and loud and rude, um, disrespectful, and I was a little disrespectful, given give or take. It wasn't that I wanted to be disrespectful. It was because I was around a disrespectful environment, disrespectful men and women. So I'm reintroducing myself. I am a single woman. Please don't attach me to no bozos, um, womanizers, disrespectful drunken men. I'm not up. I'm not on that. That ghetto loud. arrogant, weird behavior, little boy behavior, please stay far the fuck away from me. Because, like I said, a motherfucker heard me the first time. And you didn't hear me? Okay, I'm going to go where someone else hears me and I wouldn't have to ask, okay? I'm going where I don't have to ask and a motherfucker heard me the first time, okay? So, I am not someone's bitch. I am a single woman. I'm not nobody's baby mama. I'm not any of those things, okay? So, y'all don't have to ask me, am I single? Y'all don't have to DM me asking me if I'm single. Yes, I am 100% single. My mind is made up. My heart is not heavy. I'm not stressed out. What else could I say? Mm, I don't have any bad baggage. I don't have any drama. I don't have any enemies. They think that they're my enemy, but they're not. Yeah. So I don't have any of that dumbass shit going on, like y'all. Okay, I'm reintroducing myself. My name is Elise. Um, I'm a single, beautiful woman. I'm a strong, beautiful woman. I'm an independent, beautiful woman. Um, so yeah, so I am single. No, I am not married. No, I am not engaged. To answer some of y'all questions, been getting that a lot lately. I've been having to delete a lot of posts under my shorts. Y'all have been texting and writing and messaging me some crazy stuff. Okay, so no, I am single, and yes, I am taking my time at this moment. I am available also to make new friends, male friends, female friends, things of that nature. I am willing to travel. Um, yeah, so I'm just not. I'm no longer being somewhere that no longer serves me for my best interest. Okay, for my safety, my mental state. I am no longer attaching myself to a toxic man or in a toxic environment. Meaning, I won't be hitting toxic panels where there is toxic behaviors, disrespect. I'm not doing that anymore. Like I said yesterday, I don't mind having two, three in my chat. I'm okay with that. As long as there's no yelling, screaming, or disrespect. I'd rather have two and three people in my chat, even one person, than to be somewhere where there's a level of disrespect. I don't want to be around disrespect whatsoever. I won't be repeating myself doing those things at all when it comes to an individual. I'm not playing. I'm standing on business when it comes to me. My self love and my self respect that I have for me, I am not willing to jeopardize that. I have set boundaries. Um, so it is what it is. I'm a big girl and I know I have to move on gracefully. Um, I'm not on that in and out behavior. One minute you hate me, you disrespect me, next minute you love me, and all that weird shit. Man, that shit is the devil. It's not real. I don't believe you. I am not to be played with. I'm not going to allow someone to play with me. And I'm not going to allow you to finish me off. Okay? So, moving right along, moving forward, I'm having a great day. I had a couple glasses of wine last night. I slept well. I'm up doing laundry. And I'm looking to see what is in store for me on YouTube, new chapters. Um, I have new visions, um, new dreams that I want to accomplish, new goals. So, yes, I am single. And I'm ready to mingle and I'm enjoying every day of life. I'm no longer wasting it on things that don't matter, things that don't make me happy, things that steal my joy. Um, that shit is old news. I'm too beautiful. I'm too gorgeous. I'm too smart. I'm too much of a good person to deal with that. So, yeah, that was a public service announcement because somebody in their mind still thinks they were together and I'll come around. I'm not coming around. I'm not, things won't die down. Things won't smooth over and I'll come around. No. It's never happening. I'm never doing that. Because, like I said, you heard me the first fucking time. And I'm not repeating myself anymore when it comes to what it is my self respect, my self love, my wishes. I'm not doing that. When a person does not respect your boundaries and your wishes, Like, what are you hanging around them for? What are you doing it for? You might as well be done with the shit. So I am done with that bullshit. I'm not on that bullshit. I like grown men. I'm interested in grown men. Okay? I'm very mature mindset. Um, yeah. My life hasn't been that fucking terrible, that hard for me to accept trauma, bullshit, negativity, demonic energy. So no. I'm getting my spark back. Yeah, and I had to remind myself I am that girl. I am that woman. I am a treasure. I am beauty. I am strength. I am divine. I am precious. I am valuable. I am a woman, and nothing shall come before that. Nothing or nobody. I cannot lower my standards and who I am as a woman to make someone else feel comfortable, only for them to control, manipulate, and mistreat me. I will not be doing that. Um, so yeah, I've chosen me. I've always chosen me, and I will always choose me. And I hope everyone can do the same, because I'm choosing me, and that's all there is to it. No hard feelings to anyone. Um, so yeah, you don't even have to mention my name anymore. Don't bring me up. I've fucking that shit is dead. I'm not talking about that anymore. It's done and over with. It's a new chapter. Okay, and I strongly suggest um everyone to move on and get something on their mind. I strongly suggest and encourage you to move on. Also, I strongly encourage you to run your panel a little bit better. Like, get some goddamn structure. Because ain't no woman going to want to sit around. Especially if you get drunk and you get loud and you get disrespectful. Or if you a host and you just allow men to get on the panel and just doing all that yelling shit. There won't be no women over there. Like, they'll come for a couple days. And then once they get a vibe, they pick up on, like, okay, it's the same. They pick up on that pattern. They're not going to stay around for too long. And then the women that do sit around you for too long, they're not going to be, they're going to be like drunken powderhead hoes. They're not going to be no good women of value. They're going to be messy ass, ignorant ass women, just like the people that are hanging around. And I ain't that type of woman, so I don't want to sit around it. So I come over here, do my own life, get my own hours up. I'd rather do that anyway. No yelling, no screaming. I'm not debating with a bunch of drunken men that get high. I'm not doing that. Like, I like men who are they're able to have a drink and stay a gentleman. Um, show up as a gentleman and remain a gentleman. That's what I'm looking for, a gentleman, an overall gentleman. If I'm looking for something, I want a gentleman, a sober mind, a man that's not abusing alcohol, a man that doesn't smoke. Okay, I don't like men who smoke. I don't like men who are drunks. A casual, occasional drink every now and then is okay. But if you smoke weed, I'm not interested. If you have a drinking problem, I'm not interested. If I see you constantly disrespecting women, I'm not interested. Uh, if I see that you lack discipline, self love, accountability, I'm not interested. Those are just a few things that I just not going to tolerate. If you're a womanizer, I'm not tolerating you. I don't want to be around you. Um, yeah, I'm not. Stay the hell away from me. I'm not into that. If you poly, if you're weird, if you down low, if you're bisexual, if you're a lesbian, I don't want nothing to do with you. Because I'm a straight woman, heterosexual woman. I am not with the bumping kitty cats and all that weird shit that people do. Okay? Leave me out of that weird ass shit that everybody got going on. I am original. I am authentic. I am not a monkey see, monkey do type of woman. Um, I'm not with all the weird shit, the drugs, the alcohol, and all that type of stupid shit. Keep that stupid shit away from me. Okay? I'm better than that shit. Um, I don't want to be around that type of shit. And I won't be around that type of shit, okay? All that wild shit everybody do. Let's have fun. Let's do this. All that wild shit. Stay that shit away from me. I'm a normal girl, a normal woman. I'm not with all that yada 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 shit. No. All that weird shit that I see y'all do on a day-to-day basis. I'm not on it. Keep that. If I see you coming around me, trying to come around me with that weird ass shit, you will be blocked, banned, and deleted. I'm not entertaining it. I don't even want my viewers to be entertained by that shit. Okay? So, if you can hit the like and subscribe button, my cash app is located at the bottom of the screen. Um, this is an open panel. You can hit my panel. You can type in the chat as long as you're, what do I say? Respecting the host. Okay. So, shout out to my new supporters, like I said, and shout out to the grown men that just know how to treat a woman and speak to a woman and speak life and kindness into a woman. Last night I had a gentleman on my panel. Um, he was very funny. I liked his personality. He seems pretty genuine, authentic. Yes, he is a married man. Um, I respect him in so many ways because he made that very clear. Um, I like honesty. I like realness. Um, so no, it wasn't all they're flirting with each other. They're trying to, get to know each other. They're talking behind the scenes. It wasn't none of that. It's just more so him being a gentleman, me being a young woman that I am, conversing, laughing, and just talking. Um, it's a Gemini thing. He's a Gemini and I'm a Gemini. Good morning, Wolf. I keep saying good morning. Well, good morning, good afternoon to some people. I know we're all on different time zones. It's after 1 o'clock here where I'm at. But yeah, so I like mature, grown people. So if you're a mature, grown, laid back, cool person, you're my kind of person. I don't like a loud mouth. I don't like disrespect. I don't really like, yeah, I was loud mouth and I was disrespectful. That's because I was around toxic, demonic energy, toxic, demonic people, people who are drunk, people who are high. You see what I'm saying? I'm letting y'all know what type of people that I like to be around. Mature, grown gentlemen, mature, grown, classy women. Those are my type of people that I prefer to be around, that I enjoy being around. Um, Intellect, real conversations. We're not being rude to one another or trying to overpower the next person, things like that. So, yeah. And if y'all know some mature, grown, elegant folks, male or female, send them my way. Shout out to Benji. He sent someone my way. I think he sent someone my way. I don't know if that's because I was drinking last night. I don't really know exactly what he was talking about, but shout out to y'all for send some grown folks my way. All that yelling and screaming and drunk and carrying on, like it's okay to have a drink, relax, as long as it's respectful. You're not drunk and you're not being violent or aggressive or loud or disrespectful. Yes, Wolf, you're very mature. That's why I let you be over here. That's why you've been here this long. That's why you made it this far. And you also hit the panel before, and you was like, "Yeah, I'm ready to whoop somebody's feet that deserved it." So yeah, you got my back, I got yours. So I fuck with that. Cause sometimes we might have to get a little ratchet over here, if you know what I mean. But for the most part, we're gonna be mature, grown, and sexy, crazy, sexy, cool about it. We're not doing that weird ass shit, yelling and screaming. Every panel is the same. Where you go, and it's just a bunch of just ignorant ghetto nigga shit going on. Niggalations. Like, keep me away from that shit. I'm too pretty to be around that bullshit. I look at myself like, I'm too pretty to be around this dumbass shit. The hell? Mm-mm. I'm way too goddamn pretty to be around that bullshit. And that's just me being pretty. My mind is too strong, too sharp to be around that bullshit. I'm not entertaining that dumbass, dirty ass shit. Mm-mm. So I appreciate my supporters, people who show up every day just to say hello to me. I appreciate you and I thank you. Um, Yeah, so you can hit the panel whenever you want. If you have questions or concerns, things you want to talk about, get things off your chest, I am that girl. I'd rather run my panel as a smooth platform without all the drinking and yelling and screaming and the disrespect. If y'all notice, when I come over here, yes, I'll scream and go off about something in the algorithm, but at the same time, I know y'all noticed that I am more of a calm approach over here. I'm trying to settle things in with a more calm approach, you know, because I'm capable of doing such. I'm talented enough to do such. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah. So I want a more mature setting on my panel in my chat. Please don't disrespect one another in my chat. So chat, I want y'all to make sure that y'all not disrespecting the other chat or panelists. Make sure y'all treat each other well down there in the comments. No disrespect over here will be tolerated whatsoever. He said, "Oh yeah, I remember that when that guy was on the panel being disrespectful. I said, link please. That was all I wrote. He couldn't say nothing. He got roasted so bad. Yes, and that was. You know what? That's why I said I appreciate you for that because you have never hit the panel before, not that I'm aware of. And that day, you was like, link please. Let me get this nigga. Boy, we dragged the hell out of that motherfucker, boy. We let him play around a little bit for content, but after that, was like, yeah, you out of here, bud. You got to go. We got him out of here. Yep. So I appreciate that. If you ever see somebody on my panel like that, I might let it roll for a little bit, but trust and believe, I will get their ass together and get their ass up out of here, send them packing. Mm-mm. I already, my block list. See, look, some people say, oh, you don't be having nobody in the chat, nobody on the panel. It's because my block list is yay long. I had to block at least 40 or more people because 40 or more people are very disrespectful. And that's sad. I had to block a lot of people who are disrespectful. So if you are blocked, it's because you are nasty, you are disrespectful, you are mean, and you're very immature. That was my first time hitting the panel in a long time. In a long time. I'm coming. Absolutely. Appreciate you. I like that about the ooh. Wolf coming out that motherfucking chat today. He said, let me at him. He was like, let me at that nigga. And you got to him too. I said, I'm gonna let you get him. Go on and get his ass. Cause he asking for it. He want it. Go on and give it to him. But yeah, so I've been doing laundry all day, y'all. I'm folding some clothes up. Folding these towels and washcloths. But yes, if you are on my block list, it's because you are drama associated. You have nothing but drama to offer my panel. And I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to be around that shit. Stay the hell away from me. Yeah, he got that work. Gave him the business. You and Angie. We all did. Hey, nigga, this ain't that. Mm-mm. But y'all, we doing karaoke tomorrow. I'm gonna probably, I don't know if I want half the people over. So I'm gonna, the people that I do mess with, I'm gonna put it on y'all, under y'all shorts. So y'all can find where it's at. Or I might put it in the back chat. We doing karaoke tomorrow. So you definitely can bring your own bottle, drink of choice if you drink. It's not gonna be a drunken event where we just getting drunk and getting disrespectful. It's like more of a buzz type of situation where we just have a couple drinks, karaoke. hmm So I've been networking with some mature people. So we're doing karaoke, couple drinks, just a good time. Get away from all the evil, arrogant, cocky, disrespectful shit. Get away from all the trial and tribulations and stress and the hate and jealousy. Like we're getting away from that. I don't want my supporters to even be around that type of environment, that type of entertainment because it's like it's too much. It's like we grown. Like let's have a more mature, grown attitude and perspective and insight, intellect about different things. There's so much we can talk about. We can actually learn from each other and get advice and you know talk goals and dreams and accomplishments and things like that. Instead of you bitch this, you bitch that, hold this, hold that, and instead of you motherfucker this, you motherfucker that. Like I'm so tired of that, it don't even make no sense. I'm tired of that fake shit, that flip flop shit. 1 minute we cool, 1 minute it's like, I'm this, I'm that. Yeah, I'm tired of that shit. That shit is dead. Dead weight. And I'm done. I've done away with that shit. Hell no. I'm moving on peacefully, gracefully, respectfully. You see what I'm saying? So yeah. 1 second, y'all. You say it's understandable you want to be around positive people. Uh-huh. Cause you see how much shit if you've been watching and following me around on here and the shit that you've heard me say and talk about, you know that I've been around a bunch of negative energy. And I said, you know what? Today I've decided I've been already been working on it, trying to be positive. Yesterday I was positive. I'd rather be around positive energy, positive vibes because I'm a positive person. Um, I have good vibes. It's just the energy that you keep that can throw you off and have you distracted and it can consume you. But I thank God and I thank God that I'm blessed enough to be able to recognize that and pull away. Because some people don't recognize it and they're not able to pull away, so they stay trapped. They stay stuck in that environment and they're angry all the time. They're mad all the time. Like my algorithm, I'm very careful about what I like and what I entertain in my algorithm because I want my algorithm to be nothing but positivity. Therefore, I'm not even sub to people, to certain people. I have a long block list as well, and I always hit that not interested button. If I see something negative pop up on my in my algorithm, I hit not interested because I'm protecting my peace. I don't want to see negativity. You sit and watch, you see nothing but negativity, and you wonder why you can't sleep good at night. You wonder why you're waking up mad, why you have this negative energy about yourself. I protect my algorithm on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Like even with Twitch, like I'm on Twitch. Um, I'm protecting my peace over there too. Like, yeah, I don't want to watch that. I'm not watching that. He said, oh, it also helps get your watch hours up when people come into the chat as well. Absolutely. hmm Like I ban people. Like I'm not, desperate for people to be in my chat, especially if they're going to disrespect. So it's a troll free zone over here. I know some people admire their trolls and let their trolls come around. Me, I don't. This is a troll free zone. We're grown. We're not playing over here. We're not doing that. No disrespect. A, a, um, a zero disrespect zone. No trolling zone. We don't do that over here. So if y'all see somebody in my chat because let me tell y'all something else, Wolf. I want you to be on the lookout for this. I'm gonna make sure I tell Angie too. Um, some people block me and then they type in my chat, and then I don't see it, and I go back and check it. Sometimes I check it. Sometimes I don't check it. Um, just depends on if I remember to check it or not, or if I'm thinking about it. Um, so if you see somebody in my chat that constantly types and I don't see it because I don't. Now listen, let me tell you something. If somebody is constantly texting and writing in my chat and I don't see it, it's because they have me blocked. Because if you notice, everybody that comes in, I acknowledge them. I say hello and I highlight them on the screen. If I'm not, if you ever see me not highlighting someone or acknowledging them or saying hello, it's because I don't see them. So they'll type in my chat, and I want you to say, "Hey, Elise," Do you know this person? Or you don't even have to ask me. Just get rid of them, especially if they're being disrespectful. If they're being disrespectful to you or any of my supporters or any of my guests, I don't care if it's a new guest and they come in and then that troll comes in and tries to troll my new guests. Get rid of them. We are not doing disrespect whatsoever in the chat. We're not doing disrespect nowhere on my channel. Um, also, yeah. So I appreciate that because I got a level of respect for y'all, and it's on the high. I have a high level of respect for my supporters and people that come in and say hello to me daily. People who are consistent. I respect y'all. Now you guys are able to debate in the chat about certain topics or subjects. It's okay to agree to disagree, but let's do so in a healthy way, a positive way. Okay. So that's something that I want done in the chat. And Wolf and Angie, I'm um giving that to y'all so y'all can control that and work that for me when I'm not paying attention. Because sometimes I get to talking and I don't really keep up with everything. I try to keep up with everything as much as I can, but sometimes, and then if y'all say hello to me, y'all know if I'm in the middle of talking, I don't want to be rude and or if someone else is in the middle of talking on my panel, I don't want to be rude and cut them off and say hello. So sometimes you'll see me typing in the chat hello and I'll get around to y'all. The wolf is loyal and true wolf. Absolutely. I appreciate that. Yeah, consistency, positivity, and respect goes a long way. And that's what type of timing I'm on. That's the type of platform I want to run. Um, I'm not really worried about how many people are in the chat. As long as I get my watch hours in, um, I'm okay with that. My channel will grow. It's already growing. Um, I check my status every day. Um, I'm in the algorithm. Um, I'm getting views. Um, I get about 5 new subs a day. So I'm okay with that. Yeah. So let's be productive. Let's be grown. And if we're gonna have a drink or two on the panel, let's keep it at a minimum to where we can drink and have fun. I think that's what it's all about. YouTube is supposed to be positive anyway. It's not supposed to be. That's why they have a whole list of rules. It seems like to me everybody and their mama is breaking those rules. I've even broken some of those rules, but I no longer want to do that. So because right now it's a lot of people working against me to get me to break those rules, bend those rules, and to keep me negative and stuff. Hello, Angie. Hello, love. I just was telling Wolf about we're doing a no troll policy over here. Um, we're doing a grown, sexy, positive live. So if some people are blocking me, I'm aware that some people are blocking me in the chat. If you don't see me addressing people or saying hello or just speaking to certain people, that means that I can't see them. I check it for the most part. So if you see somebody that's trolling, being disrespectful to any of you guys or any of my new guests or new panelists or even to me, get them out of here. Now they're allowed to debate and agree to disagree in the chat. I don't mind that. Let's just make sure they're not disrespecting me, the panelists, or anyone in my chat, new guests, new visitors. I appreciate that. I'm holding y'all to that. I know y'all will get it done. So Angie, you and Wolf, I know y'all take care of it because sometimes Angie isn't here. Hello, thank you, Angie, for the Cash App response. Appreciate you. Um, I just appreciate the people that come in who are consistent, that speak to me daily. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. And hello, Vontaze. How many pages do you got at this point? You got well. Hello, afternoon, everyone. Good morning to some. Yes, I understand, Angie. We all have lifestyles and busy lifestyles. YouTube is not that important. If you catch my drift, I understand. Um, Also, if y'all go live, I'm sub to everybody that's typing. When y'all go live, I got my notification on, so I'll definitely tune in to y'all. Yes, I know who that is, Wolf. You see how I said hello, Vantes? I don't know if I'm saying his name right. But yes, he's been on my panel. Um, we're doing karaoke Friday. Y'all. Not on my panel. We're not doing karaoke on my panel. We're doing it on another panel. I might even stream it so you guys can see it. I might. I don't know yet. I tend to not, I try not to stream people, especially if I know that they're toxic and anything is liable to happen. And I also try not to restream people that I'm just not familiar with yet. I don't know how they run their platform. So this will be my first time hanging out somewhere else doing karaoke with a different group of people introduced by Vontes, have you said his name? Yeah. But yeah, so it's a troll free live, troll free YouTube panel stream. We're not doing that. We're keeping things grown and classy, sexy over here. It could be crazy, sexy, cool too, but sometimes I have topics, sometimes it's just random. Most of the time, it will be random topics, just depending on what the viewers want to talk about and possibly what I have on my mind and things that I want to talk about. So that's what I'm shooting for, y'all. Sometimes I'll cam up, sometimes I won't cam up. Just depends on my mood, you know. So right now I'm taking it easy, playing it safe, playing it smart, um, trying to die down all the negative and bad energy. One day at a time. It's not going to happen overnight, but I'm working towards that. So far, so good. It's working out. One thing about me, I control the room, and then when I enter a room, I control it. I can control narratives. I can control a room when I enter. I can control many of things. I know my power and I know my worth. And I also know I want. I know what I can entertain and what I don't want to entertain. I know the choice is mine, and I will make that decision. So, shout out to being single. Touche. Congratulations if you're single. You're not missing out on any damn thing. Trust me. And yeah, you don't have to worry about the headache and the drama that comes with being in a toxic relationship. So I'll take that for 100, Alex. Shit, I'll take that for 1,000, Alex. Nobody playing in my face. Nobody lying to me. Nobody stressing me out. I don't have to answer my phone. I have to text back. I don't have to worry about if they're doing this and doing that. If they're pillow talking, cheating, messing around, I don't have to worry about anything. I got rid of all of that chaos and confusion. All that bad energy is gone. Finito. Out of here. Nada. Not doing that. Nope. And then Benji, what the hell was Benji? Was you drinking last night, Benji? I know you in my back. You listening? I know you listening, nigga. This man over there said, I think he was flirting with me last night. I was drunk. Well, I wasn't drunk. I was intoxicated, a little intoxicated. Y'all. I was buzzing, and I'm like, "What is you flirting with me?" This nigga said, Benji was over there saying, "I think you're fine or something. I think you're beautiful. You're gorgeous." And I'm like, "Wait, I don't know if I heard him correctly." So I asked him. I said, "What did you say?" I couldn't hear over that big mouth chubs. And then when I'm buzzing, I swear when I'm buzzing, yeah, I go deaf. All my senses literally go out when I'm drinking. I swear to God, I can't hear no more. And he was like, I said, what did you say? Or am I tripping? He said, yeah, I did say that. I said, oh, okay. I didn't know how to respond to that. Like, wait a minute. You doing that thing again, Benji. You doing that thing to try to make that girl mad. I thank you. I know I'm beautiful, but he trying to make that girl mad. Or he's trolling me or whatever. I don't know. Or he's trying to make somebody pissed off. I don't know. But I ain't on that shit, man. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. I was up buzzing, y'all. I had 3 glasses of wine. You know, 3 glasses of wine is I'm over my limit. Like that's too much. And I ain't talking about no little shot glass. I'm talking about a cup of wine, a glass of wine. I scheduled one of my lives to premiere, but I don't know if it's scheduled or not. Oh, you want me to go check? It should be. If you scheduled it, it's on there. People can see it. When you got done, when you scheduled it, it should be showing up on your where your live. Go to your live, you'll see it. It'll show up in your live and it'll say scheduled for. Or you can go to your studio, I think, and see it too. I'm not sure. I think you can see it that way. Hold on, let me go look and see. Hold on, I'm gonna go look, y'all. No, it's not scheduled. No, it's not scheduled. I bad, y'all. Yeah, it's not scheduled. I'm trying to remember how the scheduling works because I usually don't schedule, so I'm not really sure. But I normally just start my live up when I feel like I want to go live. 'Cause I schedule something, I ain't gonna be able to do it on my schedule, so I try not to schedule it. So yeah, I think it's when you get done. I think you hit save at the bottom of the screen. I've only scheduled once before, y'all, and I ain't never scheduled again because with my schedule, I won't be able to start it up at that time. I've never can start a schedule, so I don't live off a schedule on YouTube. Hell no. I just start it up when I know I got free time. If I want to sit down, I ain't doing nothing. That's when I schedule. I mean, that's not when I schedule. That's when I just go live randomly. When I get bored, I just start the live up. But yeah, that's what I do. So Angie, let me ask you this, Angie. What did you think about that guy last night? Cause he kept on putting them tomatoes out. Shout out to Angie. What did you think about that guy last night? You was throwing them damn tomatoes like it wasn't nothing. And I said, no, we ain't throwing tomatoes. We throwing rocks. We throwing stones. Stone them to death. She was flooding that motherfucking chat with tomatoes. Oh, a pre-recorded live. That's what I'm trying to do. It will help my views. Oh, I've never done a pre-recorded live, so I don't know about that. I see it back there all the time, but I don't know. I never used it. You said he was definitely a Gemini? Girl, I was like, okay, let me fill him out for a second. His personality was like, wait a minute, I don't know where he's going with this because it was different. Different is good. Different is definitely good. He found me actually. I didn't find him. He just happened to hit the panel. He didn't even type in the chat. I noticed that. I actually told him about that. I said, hey. Well, I asked him about that. I said, I noticed that you didn't type in the chat. Say hello. You just randomly hit the panel. So guess what? Last night I went over to Benji's, hung out over there for a few minutes, and Benny's like, hey, that guy you had on your panel, I know him. I was like, who? Oh, he was like, yeah, Bad Gemini. And I was like, oh, okay. He said, yeah, he's cool. He's funny. He's cool. I know him. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Don't quote me on it. I don't know exactly what Benji said. I can't even remember y'all was drinking. I think it was something like that. Yeah, I know a YouTuber. She does it all the time. Yeah, I need to try to do that. I've never done those. Yes, it was funny because it's like, don't be trying to read me, try to clock my teeth. Don't try to pick my brain. I know when some. I know you noticed that too, Angie. You know I know when somebody trying to pick my brain, trying to clock my teeth, and trying to read me. I am a Gemini. You know I pick up on everything. That's why I said. But that's when you see me and him started talking Gemini language. Like only Geminis can understand. I know other people are like, what are they talking about? What are they saying? Geminis start to talk in Gemini language. It's a real thing. Like I could say something to Angie right now, and other people are like, what? But Angie will get it. Geminis have we have our own language, and it's crazy because I always knew that, and then I really knew it when I was dealing with that other individual when we were doing Gemini Nation, and we were talking about how Geminis can communicate and how we communicate. We communicate different. We can communicate like everyone else, but we also have our own communication that we do. And that's what you see how long he was able he stayed for a long time because it's like y'all got your attention now. And he had my attention as well. So I was like, yeah, we were talking, communicating like it wasn't nothing. Like that was my twin on the panel, y'all. We were twinning for real. And I think that's a beautiful thing, like, cause I love connections. I love to connect with people. And that's when I say on the highs, to me, I love to connect. He kept on saying, you got a bad attitude. And I'm like, do I? And I'm like, you got a bad attitude, bad Gemini. It's like, okay, so we get it though. Yeah, I ain't gonna tell him too much. But I enjoyed that. I enjoyed his conversation, his company. Like take my mind through there. Like take me for a walk. You know what I'm saying? I like when people try to read me and try to, know, I like when people show up like that because it's like, ooh, it's like a mystery. It's like a puzzle, and I'm going to solve it. Hmm. So he's welcome over here anytime, as long as he's respectful. I like his energy. I tell myself I would like to see you hit my panel more often, come around. But he is a married man, ladies. He's married, and I appreciate his honesty. Oh, and I said, let me see your eyes. His eyes were gorgeous. I don't mind looking at a beautiful black man. He was gorgeous. I was like, God, who, his woman. She's a very lucky woman. He is fine as hell. Sense of humor. He grown. He classy. He's funny without all the disrespect. I was like, oh, he's charming. Shout out to his wife. She must be stunning. Absolutely beautiful. Down to earth. Tall, dark, and handsome. Hmm. Most men that come over here and flirt and flirt and flirt and flirt, ask you for your number and your DM, and the whole time they got a wife and won't even tell you. So he made that very clear yesterday, and I appreciate that honesty. That shows he has a level of respect for himself, his wife, and for me. See how honesty works. So I enjoyed his company. I enjoyed Vontae. Is his name Vontae or Vontae? I enjoyed his company as well. Same with him, very respectful. Oh, and he had me laughing as well. Both of these individuals had me laughing, which was good for my spirit and my soul because I love to laugh. I needed laughter in that moment. It's a lot I've been dealing with, or a lot negative energy that I had around me. So I just appreciate them making me laugh. That is a blessing. Um, I'm forever grateful for that. Yeah, so I encourage new people to come around and hit my panel, say hello in the chat. Um, so I want to create a safe place for them and safe environment for them to be able to come and express themselves, have a good time. Also, Bad Gemini said that he appreciated me letting him on the panel and giving him the chance to even speak for as long as he was able to speak without passing judgment on him, without kicking him off the panel. Sounds like he get kicked. He gets kicked off a lot of panels, and people don't understand him and don't allow him to express himself. So I created a safe place for him to be able to do that over here. So hopefully he'll come back. Yeah, and we know when they doing it. So we either drop knowledge of self or we will mislead you while playing along. Whole time they think they clocking us. Be fully aware. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. I agree. And that's one of the things I think upsets Gemini is that people underestimate us. That's why I have that chess piece in the corner. And I know that chess piece symbolifies never, don't underestimate me. Don't think that I'm not aware. I'm fully aware. And then naturally we are mirrors. We mirror people. So the stuff that they try to hide, we pick up on it immediately. Sometimes we're able to send it back to sender and release it, but sometimes we'll pick up on it and play the same game that they think they're playing on us, and we'll come out doing it better than them. And then they'll get frustrated and say, oh, damn, that's what I was trying to do to you. How are you doing that to me? I was trying to do that to you. You see how that works? The same game and manipulation tactics that people try to run on us, we end up mirroring them, picking up on it, and coming out on top. We're 10 steps ahead of you. We're already 10 steps ahead as soon as you say hello. Geminis are aware and 10 steps ahead as soon as you say hello. As soon as we see you, we're already 10 steps ahead. Yep, and that's why people don't like Gemini. Absolutely. And this is why they say we're two-faced. No, we're not two-faced. We mirror you. So you think we're two-faced because we done picked up on you and what you're up to, and now you mad at us. That's what happens. They do stuff to us and don't expect us to see it or realize it. And then we display it right back to them because we're a mirror, we become their mirror, and they don't like what they see. You see what I'm saying? Like, say, for example, they're negative and they're evil and they're planning something against you. Gemini picks up on it right away. We become their mirror, we mirror them. And then what happens is the other zodiacs don't like looking in the mirror. They don't like what they see. And all it is saying that we're doing what you're doing. We're doing exactly what you're doing. And you don't like it. So why in the hell would you want me to tolerate it and put up with the shit that you don't even like? Why am I supposed to like it? Like, you don't like what you see in the mirror, then maybe you should stop plotting and being negative and doing the shit that you're doing. Everyone has duality, so I hate when we get the bad rap. We all possess good and bad, just depends which we tap into. Absolutely. A Gemini is balanced. That's why we're the twin zodiac. We're very balanced between good and bad. And what we show up is what we pick up on, we mirror. So, say for example, I'm dealing with someone that is a Capricorn. Let's say Capricorn. Y'all know how Capricorns are. Capricorns can be a certain way and they'll do certain things. And the Gemini's right there with them looking at them like, yeah, you know, I can see you clear as day. I can hear you. I can see you. And the Capricorn will keep on and keep on and keep on. And then the Capricorn will stop and look at the Gemini and say, what the fuck? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Why are you saying that? Oh, you don't like looking in the mirror. I'm only doing what you're doing to me, and I'm just doing it better. I'm only picking up on your energy and your vibe. So if you give me shit, I'm going to shit. I'm going to be shit. If you give me gold, I'm going to be gold. If you give me diamonds or a ruby, I'm going to be diamonds or a ruby. If you give me vomit, coldness, darkness, shallow, that's exactly what I'm going to be in that moment when you show up. So, for example, if I'm around, let's say I'm around a Capricorn that is displaying negative energy, they're up to no good, they're dismissive, they're disrespectful, they're loud, they're arrogant, they're absurd. And a Gemini is going to pick up on that eventually. A Gemini, the problem with a Gemini is we're trying to decide if we want to mirror you today. Because some days we might like, yeah, I ain't on this shit. I'm paying your ass no attention. And then some days we might say, you know what, I'm going to show you exactly who you are so you can back off. I'm going to mirror you exactly. I'm going to treat you how you treat me, right? And Capricorn is going to notice it and be like, oh, hell no. Bitch, what the fuck? I don't like you. Then they'll start not to like us. And really, it's just them not liking themselves because we've mirrored them. Now, say, for example, an Aries walks in the room. We switch immediately. Say, for example, that Aries coming in the room and they're positive, thriving and, full of love and encouraging. And they're a dreamer. They're just all out, just amazing. A Gemini can switch right over to that energy just like that. Now I just went from mirroring a negative, evil person, and now I'm over here switched immediately to a positive person. Now I'm mirroring the positive person. Now I can be positive to a positive individual. You see how we can cut that off and on like that? You said I'm back. What did I miss? I looked it up how to post pre-recorded videos on YouTube. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that too. I'm gonna take some time out today because I ain't got nothing to do today. And well, I'm doing laundry all day. Um, yeah, cleaning my carpets and laundry today. But anyway, yeah, so we can switch from negative to positive instantly. So the Capricorn might look over and like, oh, now you want to be nice to the Aries? What? You fake. You two-faced it. No, I mirrored you because you're displaying negative energy, and I'm also mirroring the Aries that is displaying positive energy. So I know how to switch. So therefore, you may not get the same Gemini as the other. The Capricorn will not get the same Gemini as an Aries. A Capricorn may say, I don't like Geminis, but that Aries will say, oh, I love Geminis. You know why? It's the energy that you display to the Gemini that the Gemini picks up on that we mirror. So not everybody's going to like us. And usually the people that don't like us don't like themselves because we mirror you and your energy and the shit that you display. So you don't like your motherfucking self. You don't not like the Gemini. You don't like yourself because we make you look in the fucking mirror. We call you out on your shit. And it makes you uncomfortable and then it creates fear. Now you're confused and I don't know what to think. But you can't shake the Gemini because you're still trying to figure out if the Gemini likes you or not. Because the Gemini has exposed you and who you truly are. So now they get to panicking like, oh, I don't know if I like this motherfucker or not. I hate this damn Gemini, but I can't get enough. I can't stay away from him. Then the Aries like, yeah, I'm going to call my Gemini. I love Geminis. What you doing, Gemini? Gemini don't even know what the hell going on with Capricorn. They over here, Aries don't even know what the hell's going on with Capricorn. Capricorn over there sweating, don't know what the fuck going on, just out of fucking all over the place. Aries like, well, what's going on, Gemini? Let's have fun. Let's go do this and do that. And then the Capricorn will try to go tell the Aries, like, this Gemini's, the Aries gonna look at you like and say, I'm confused because they don't act like that. I've never seen them act that way. And I'm not saying that Aries get along with Gemini, Gemini get along with Aries or Capricorn, or they don't get along. I'm just using that as an example to explain how Geminis mirror other people. So if you don't like a Gemini, it's because, simple fact, you don't like yourself. You don't like looking in the damn mirror. You like to throw stones and hide your hands, and you don't like to be held accountable. You don't like people to be direct with you. You don't like people to make you see yourself. You don't like seeing yourself because you don't like who you are, which is why you're displaying negative energy, which is why you're mean, which is why you can't get along with others. This is why you can't network. This is why you can't grow. You're negative. And now you don't like me because I'm displaying your negative energy that I've picked up on. Because a Gemini means well at all times. Now it's how you treat us and handle us if we're going to remain, respectful and loving and caring and positive. Because we'll switch like, oh no, you got me fucked up. We give you benefit of the doubt. We give you multiple chances before we say, you know what, you're dead to me. Get the fuck away from me. Because now I'm not even mirroring you anymore. The mirror has broken. The damn mirror done cracked. Now, once that mirror cracked, oh, you dead to me. Get the fuck out of here. I don't even want to play with you no more. I'm bored. Piss off. See what I'm saying? The level of, I want people to know, Geminis, when we don't care, we don't care. We cold. And some people like to tell themselves, oh, they still care. No, we don't. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I am a Gemini, so I know all about a Gemini. I know you don't give a fuck. And that'd be the scariest part. Like, yeah, I know you don't give a damn. Especially after how you move and act and the shit that you do. I said, oh, yeah, this motherfucker don't give a fuck. With me knowing that, it gives me strength and motivation to be able to move on like quickly. Yeah, let me get the fuck away from this motherfucker. Their mind is made up. They're on that bullshit. They flip floppy. Oh, yeah, I'm going to get the fuck on. You ain't going to mistreat me. I already know to get the fuck on when a Gemini is had enough. When a Gemini's had enough, I know to get the fuck on. Because I know you ain't finna, I'm not finna let you take me through nothing. You're not finna mistreat me, handle me a certain way, talk to me a certain way. Hell no, I know how to pack my bags and go. I'm out of there. Mm-mm. Yeah, so I'm gonna let this live run to 2 hours and 30 minutes. I'm gonna try to get through 2 hours and 30 minutes. Boy, I don't know. Oh Lord, I don't know how people go laugh so much. It's hard work, y'all. So if y'all can't hit the like and subscribe button, if y'all can, send a cash app. Like this is hard work. Starting this lab up, talking for hours. It's not easy. Just like an Aquarius, we don't care. We don't care. It's fuck off for real, for real. Mm-hmm. Yep. I think all zodiacs have things in common, but we also have things that make us unique, uniquely different from others. I would say, but we have a lot of things in common. Because if you say one thing, I'm pretty sure everybody can say, you know what? We do the same thing. We all have things in common, but we all have different things that make us unique. You see what I'm saying? Like for me, I am a unique Gemini. I know that. I've known that all my life. Um, I knew that I was unique. I knew I was valuable. I knew who I was at a early age. Like I like structure. I like peace. I like family. I like getting things done. Um, I like to communicate. I love music. I love food. Um, I like peace and quiet. I like being able to think and refresh. I love to dream. I dream. Um, a lot of goals that I've accomplished in my life. I broke a lot. I've broken a lot of generational curses. And so many things that I've accomplished that I'm proud of myself for. Yeah, I'm hungry, so that's why I'm talking about. I love food. I'm hungry. I haven't ate anything yet. I've had a little bit of tea this morning. Uh, like I was just reading up on tea. I want to buy this mushroom tea. I've been getting a lot of. I watch a lot of tea. I'm watching this man. I follow this man that makes tea from scratch. Like he literally sits right there on live and he makes the tea, pure tea leaves. He does everything from scratch. Now, I don't know if I'm willing to do that, but I do know that now that I've been watching tea videos, I've been getting a lot of tea videos in my algorithm, and I stumbled across an advertisement about mushroom tea and the benefits of what was the word they use? I think it starts with the letter C. Something that the body um starts to lose as we get older. Damn, I forgot the name of it, y'all. Starts with a C. Oh shit, I have to go back. I'll do a whole lab about it, y'all. because I've only seen it like maybe 2 or 3 times, so I can't remember the name. But it's about a mushroom tea and what it does for your blood cells, how it breaks down parasites, how it helps with fatigue, it helps with aging. Um, like if you ever fall asleep, no, not calcium. It's hold on, let me look and see. 1 second, I'll tell you. Hold on, I screenshotted it. Let me see if I can find it. It's a mushroom tea. Um, it either was a C or a V. Let me see. Hold on. I'll give it to you. It's something that our body needs that we start to lose as we age. 1 second. It's like the benefits of tea, any tea, but mushroom tea is one of the. They say is one of the most highly efficient ones that work. 1 second. No, not cellulitis. 1 second. So basically, um, I was looking for the word that they kept calling it. So mushroom tea is made by steeping mushroom powder or dried mushrooms in hot water. Um, it basically is good for. It's a potential health benefit. Basically, it boosts your immune system. Um, aids blood sugar and control. Hold on, I'll screenshot. I'll put it on the screen, y'all, so y'all can see it. We can talk about it. 1 second. I'll put some of the key factors. It aids in blood sugar control. So if you're diabetic, I mean, these damn ads is everywhere. Shit. Like these damn ads are getting out of control. For real. Hold on. Let me screenshot this better. And I'll give y'all two on the screen. We're trying to figure out mushroom tea, the benefits of mushroom tea because I've never had mushroom tea. And I drink a lot of tea. I love tea. I drink right now I'm drinking raspberry tea, lemon tea, sweet tea. Um, but I started looking at since I've been looking at this watching this guy make fresh tea from fresh tea leaves. It's been in my algorithm and I stumbled across mushroom tea. I watched the whole ad on it and I think that is a good ad. I'm ready to buy. So I started doing research trying to figure out the benefits and what exactly mushroom tea is. So I'm going to post some of its benefits. And I was trying to remember what was the C word that it showed. Um, Let me see. Let me remove this off the screen. Y'all see that? Can y'all see that? Boost. It said that. So what I've seen so far, it helps with immune system, blood sugar. What else? Supports weight loss, provides vitamin D, improves your gut microbiome, microbiome. Um, it says health risk of mushroom tea. Now it does have a few. Let me see side effects. More studies are needed to confirm. Okay, they're not saying that it's the FDA. Of course, the FDA is not going to agree with it right now. The FDA is not agreeing with it right now because they want y'all to go get medicine from the doctor. We all know that. hmm Um. So yeah. It's just overall good for you. So like if you know you sleep 6 to 8 hours and you wake up and you're still fatigued, that's a sign that you may have parasites. Um, that you're missing. What is that word that it said? Damn, I can't remember the word. It was a word that our body loses as we age. I think it started with a C or a V, and it has something to do with the benefits of tea, any tea, and what it does for your body. Now, we all know tea is caffeine, so they have organic teas, and that's why they're making tea of a mushroom, or they're not adding all. It's not gonna have all that caffeine in it, which is caffeine keeps you up. So, I'm think I'm gonna go ahead and order this mushroom tea. I'm going for the organic one, um, and try it out and see how it does. It improves health, your skin, nails, hair, even grows your hair back. So if you're getting older, to the women that are getting older and they're losing their hair, and they think it's because of age, stress, or alopecia. Sometimes, yeah, I think it sounds familiar. It did say that was one of them. Um, like I was watching the ad and I did some research. Some women are losing their hair because they think it's normal because of age or stress, and it's not that. It's our body not producing, and it's lower in. Damn, if I could tell y'all the word, I would tell y'all. I can't even think of the word. Let me go try to find it one more time. I want to know that word so bad, y'all. I'm gonna try to find it. 1 second. I'm about to find that word. They got me fucked up. Hold on. Um, um, and see that's why they were saying too on the when I was watching the ad that the doctors won't even tell you this. They just prescribe you a bunch of medications. It's a word. I just can't remember it. I'm so fucking mad, y'all. Let me see. Why is this doing this? But they let her. I think it was a either V or C. I think, if I'm not mistaken. Um, one is collagen, and the other one was they still ain't trying to show what the word was. They hating. They don't want me to spread the word, boy. It's a word that we don't see at all, y'all. We don't really see this word. So I looked it up yesterday, and I don't know why it's not in my history. I'm so mad. I'm looking for it. So it's not even collagen. I can't believe it's not even showing me. I guess it's called vasopressin. vasopressin. It's something that our like a vitamin B12. So I didn't know if it started with a C or a V, but it was another word with a C. I just can't think of it. But one of them is vasopressin. Am I saying it right? Vasopressin, an anti-diuretic hormone. So our bodies stop creating a certain like our bodies lack vitamin D, vitamin B12, like things that our body would make when we were normal. I mean, not normal, when we were younger. And as we get older, we start to have vitamins for vitamin D, B12, and things of that nature. But we can get it from tea, a mushroom tea, um, which helps the hair continue to grow. We can have a full night's rest when we sleep. We don't wake up fatigued and tired. It clears the skin, hair, skin, and nails. Like I'm starting to read up on stuff like natural remedies, like what benefits could I get from mushrooms? Because I was looking up tea, and then mushrooms was one. I was like, ooh, I don't know if I would like the taste of it. And y'all know sometimes good health is not a taste; it's just the benefit that you put in your body. So, um, I'm gonna order some mushroom tea in a powder form because I don't want to blend it and grate it myself. So I'm gonna buy it already blended up in powder form, and I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna go live and come up and taste it, show y'all how what it tastes like, describe what it tastes like, and then they said in the first 7 days you'll start seeing results if you drink it daily. It's organic. There's no caffeine. It's just drinking mushrooms. It restores blood sugars. It removes parasites that are hard to get to. And then also it has the benefits of. So I guess in the mushroom tea that I was looking up, it has black seed oil in it also, y'all. Some of y'all already familiar with black seed oil. Um, I've heard things about black seed oil. I've never taken black seed oil. So this one is infused with black seed oil and mushroom, which is something that's going to flush out parasites if there's any, clean out your bowel movement, clean out your gut health. So if you're gassy, bloated, or if you burp a lot or anything like that, or upset stomach, irritation of the stomach, the mushroom tea is all in one. All you got to do is just sip it. Yep, and that's another thing that's in it. It has oregano in it also. Um, and they were talking about it's different types of oregano. Did y'all know that? Didn't know that. So yeah, so it has black seed oil, mushroom, oregano. Um, I was looking, it didn't have any sugars in it, so you just drink it as is, clean you out. They showed a video where like some women their hair is falling out, they're losing their hair because of age. I think at some point in all of our lives we're gonna start losing our hair. Mm-hmm. Yes, well, men, this is for men too. We're all going to. I don't care how good your genetics are. Um, DNA. I don't care how much you take care of your hair. I don't care if you already 40 and you still have all your hair. At some point, we're going to start losing our hair. And we may not even notice it over time. Some of us will notice it when we comb our hair or we wake up, we find hair on our pillows. It comes with age, y'all. And so it's only because, we have to take care of our bodies. We have to put healthy things in our bodies. Okay, so let me put this other one back here. Um, oh shit, I gotta delete some more stuff. Hold on, y'all. That's the thing. I'm paying $50. I should be able to have a whole bunch of shit back here as much as I want, unlimited. Adds blood sugar control. Like somebody, I think Vontae, he was here, I think the other day or yesterday, and he was talking about diabetes or diabetic. I think he was talking about that. Somebody was talking about that. I don't know if that was him, but This would be good for people who are diabetic. And he was saying something about I don't have diabetes. Never had diabetes. I don't know anything about diabetes, thank God. Um, but he was saying something. Somebody was saying something that diabetes can be genetic. And I've been really doing my research on genetics. Like, I don't want to believe something in me, something inside of me is telling me I don't want to believe that diabetes is genetic. I don't want to believe that. Do y'all believe that diabetes is passed down from generation to generation, or do you think someone is responsible for that? Doctors or just the person, their diet and how they eat and how they, like, do we really want to start saying everything is genetic? Like, is that the excuse that we're pushing out? I don't believe that either. You think so, Angie? Like, is that genetic? Like, has anybody ever done the research on that? Because I've been looking it up and reading on that. Like, is it really genetic? Is it really passed down? I don't want to believe that for some reason. I could be wrong, but I'm still studying that and trying to figure that out because it was brought up to me, I think, the other day. So I started looking and doing research on that. And I was going to get back with that individual and let them know what I came up with. The same as bad knees running in my family. Y'all think that? Now, I think some stuff runs in the family, but does diabetes run in the family? Like, is that something that's passed down? Like, so, say for example, I don't want to put that on my life. So say for example, I had a family member that was diabetic, and I don't want to put that on their life either. Say for example, I had a friend that's diabetic. Well, I don't have to say that. So someone is diabetic and they have a child in generations to come. Somebody can be diabetic after that. I don't know. Yeah, I think people need to start taking accountability and saying, you know what, I don't want to believe in that. I have control of what I eat and how I exercise. Like we don't exercise our options like we should. I would suppose. I would say just means you are more prone to be able to contract diabetes. Yeah, that might be true. Like if someone is like if you have multiple family members who are diabetic, is it because of the food that we eat? Because of our upbringing? Like for example, if I grew up eating greens, yams, macaroni, cheese, cornbread, and I started cooking greens, yams, macaroni, cheese, and cornbread, it passes on to generation as far as our choices and lifestyle decisions that we make. So is it passed down through genetics because of me eating the way that I was raised to eat and now I cook the way that I was raised? Or is it because, like, what is it really? I have questions. I really want to know. Like, I can Google that, but I really don't want to believe everything I read on Google, and I don't want to believe everything a doctor says either. Like, I cook how I was brought up. So if I cook how I was brought up, which could be unhealthy, and I start cooking like that for my children, and then I think it spreads like that eventually later on down the line, generations to generation, it keeps going. I think someone is responsible from the start of time until now in my generation. I exercise plays a role. You exercise what? A role in our everyday health too. Okay. So is it really genetic or is it because we have been trained to eat poorly, unhealthy? The decisions that we make and the things that we cook for our families generation to generation. So like yams, we know yams it can be diabetic. You eat a lot of yams, a lot of macaroni and cheese. Soul food, let's say soul food. Soul food can be very unhealthy, very unhealthy. A lot of sugar, a lot of fat, a lot of cheese, a lot of salt, a lot of seasonings, things of that nature, right? Say for example, our great 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 grandfathers and great 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 grandmothers cooked this way all the way that I cook now. You see how long we have been cooking with bad habits and bad decision making? And then we say, oh, it runs in the family that you're diabetic. Imagine telling your new offspring or the new people, the new generation, oh, it's because of you're diabetic because it runs in the family. When really it only ran in the family because we have cooked the same stuff for generations to generations, knowing it was bad for us, or not knowing that it was bad for us. And at some point, I'm pretty sure back in those days, they didn't know that it was bad for them. They just ate it because they were hungry, and that's what they had no choice. They had no education. But it comes a point in our lives where say, you know what? Let's control the generation. I think people can sit down and say, you know what? We're not gonna, like, for example, I know women that I work with. They are vegan. They didn't grow up vegan, but they've decided to be vegan, and they've given birth to their children, and now they are vegan family household. They're not making greens and yams. I mean, they are, but it's vegan. It doesn't have all that sugar and salt and all that sodium and all that shit in it. You see what I'm saying? So like, or they become vegan, uh, things like that. So like, some women give birth to their babies, and they only breastfeed. They don't do powders in the can, Similac, and stuff like that, Inflamil and all that type of stuff. They don't do that. Hmm. So like, yeah. So they try to like. I think that's a generational curse as well that people should work on. Stop feeding your children. If you're gonna have a baby, feed them organic, the best of the best. Don't give them hot chips and you know giving them seafood every day, processed food every day because you lazy. Like, really get in the kitchen. Like, I see on YouTube and Facebook, I see women really taking the time out and making their own fruit snacks for their children. Like, these women are making fruit snacks for their kids using the best of the best ingredients, no dyes, no added sugars. Like, I seen a lady make fruit snacks for her kids out of applesauce. Not store-bought applesauce. She literally boiled some apples, smashed them, turned them into an applesauce, and then also turned some into a fruit snack. She knows exactly what's in it because she actually made it by hand from scratch. Like, a lot of women are starting to do things vegan and healthier. They're not giving their kids fried food, processed foods. They don't even have that in their house. So I don't want to say all diabetes are because of poor choices. I think it could be mostly because of poor choices. And I don't want to say that it's all because of genetic either. It might be a 50-50. It might be, I don't know if it's even split down the middle. I don't even think it's 50-50. I think it has to do with lifestyle choices and decisions that we make. I don't want to say, oh, so say, for example, if I had diabetes, I don't want to say, oh, I got it because of genetic. Like, I don't even want to tell myself that. I want to take accountability and say, you know what? I got diabetes because I ate poorly. I made bad decisions. I put all this shit in my body. Because let's say when we're 18, let's say, okay, we can't control what we ate growing up because our parents fed us. That we had no control over that. But at a certain point in your life, you have to make a decision and say, you know what, I want to eat cleaner, I want to eat healthier. And I think it's never too late. If you start early, I would say if you're going to have a child, you start early with that child. The sooner the better. But if you were raised by your parents and they didn't start you off like that, I think it's okay to say, you know what, hey, God damn it, I have control over my life and what I'm going to eat and my decisions that I make, and I'm going to do better. I want to eat better. I want to eat cleaner. I don't have to eat like my upbringing. Therefore, I want to be able to control what I put in my body and, my decision making. Because I don't want to get diabetes. I don't want to have mucus. I don't want to have immune system problems. I don't want to, I don't know. Doctors say it's genetic, passed down. I think they say that to get away with the shit that they're doing to us, and we're just allowing it. And we're making the bad decisions. You see what I'm saying? So I think Americans have become so spoiled to where they believe whatever makes them feel better and comfort. There's no accountability. I think we, as an adult, a mature adult, a growing, healthy adult that wants to, be a grandmother and count their days and enjoy their days and make the best of their days, I think there's some type of accountability that needs to be had. Because I watch like Dr. Now. Let's talk about Dr. Now. That's that 600-pound life doctor that tells the women, like, hey, you're fat. And, you're not going to grow and do better if you don't eat better and if you don't get out of bed and walk around. Like these women go get the surgery. They cry, they cry, they cry, they get on the show, they get the surgery, right? They have to lose a certain amount of weight to get the surgery. They have to be healthy enough to get the surgery. Then Dr. Now gives them the surgery, they get the surgery. Now the bitch crying, no one got to bed. She don't want to get up, walk around. And he said to them, look, if you don't get up and walk around, you can get blood clots. Like you'll start blood clotting and you can die. You can be prone to infections. Don't just get this surgery and say, oh, okay, I don't got to do shit. I can do whatever I want now and just lay here and don't do nothing. He told, I just recently watched an episode of that the other day, and he said you will get blood clots. You need to get up and you need to walk around. You're being lazy still. We did the surgery. Surgery was successful, but, you need to get up and move around before you blood clot. And you can die. And the lady was like, oh, shit, she started crying, feeling sorry for herself, making excuses. And he was telling her, like, no, you have to make better decisions with your life if you want to live. Stop eating pizza. Put the Cheetos down. Get up, move around, be active. Otherwise the surgery was no point. You still have to do the work. I guess they're going to say drunkenness is genetic too. Yes, they have so many excuses. Like I'm on drugs because my parents did drugs and they gave me drugs. You know how many people I hear people say, I was on drugs at 8 years old because my parents gave it to me. Okay, you 45, are you still on drugs? You 50, you still on drugs? Come on. Come on now. You over the age of 18, you're on drugs? Because even an 18-year-old is just, an 18-year-old is dumb as hell. So it's like, okay, at some point, I don't care how old you are, at some point you have to take accountability. Say, you know what, I'm not going to do drugs just because I grew up around drugs and because it was given to me at the age of 8. I used to get high with my parents. So some people say, oh, okay, well, that's why I'm an addict. Okay, when did you become an adult? When did you wake up and say enough is enough? When did you go to treatment programs? When did you get yourself clean? When did you make better decisions? You can't keep blaming the doctors and the food that's in the stores. You can't even blame the people with the food that you buy because they have a better selection, like Whole Foods. You can also grow your own food. You actually can go visit farms and buy fresh produce there. There's so many options. There's no excuse. When you go in the store, you don't have to pick up Doritos. If you turn around behind you, there's some Doritos over there. They just don't got all that bullshit in. They're plant-based. If you read it, they're made of potatoes and carrots and celery and shit like that. And they're horrible, by the way. Oh my God, they're horrible. I've bought them, and you can't even eat them damn things. They're so nasty. But that's just, you keep trying and you'll get past it because it's just your body getting, away from, it's going to be hard, like switching. I switch, y'all. Every day I go to the store, when I go grocery shopping, I switch. I'm slowly switching everything out. Like I started like, okay, I don't want these type of crackers because there's salt. Too much salt. I want crackers that don't have salt on it. I don't even like a lot of salt, y'all. Like that's just, I'm not saying, like, I don't like a lot of salt because I just don't like the taste of salt. Is what I'm saying. I don't like a lot of salt. I don't like the salty flavor. Like, I like a little bit of salt, but not to where it's like, ooh, I taste more salt than anything. I don't like a lot of salt. Some people cook with a lot of salt and I don't like it. Like when I won't get my fries, I don't want salt on my fries. I just want fries. I don't want no salt on my damn fries. I hate salt on fries. Like if you make me some fries, you better not put no goddamn salt on it. I don't need salt. Like when I make my eggs, when I scramble my eggs, I don't want salt on my eggs. Like I tell you what, next time y'all go buy eggs, if you can afford to buy eggs, brown eggs, they're a little bit more expensive. They're not too bad. Buy some brown eggs. Go home, scramble you 2 eggs. Don't add no salt, no pepper, and no cheese. Scramble it up. Add a little bit of butter because butter could be, you can use unsalted butter or salted butter, but I use unsalted butter when I make my eggs. So use unsalted butter. Scramble those eggs up. No salt, no pepper, no cheese. And tell me what you think. Try that. And you can be like, damn, this motherfucking egg is good as hell. You didn't even know that you can eat eggs without salt. Some of y'all don't know that. You do not have to have salt and pepper on your egg. You don't need hot sauce. You don't need cheese. You don't even need sriracha, because some of y'all put sriracha on it. You don't need any of that. I don't care if you boil it, fry it, or scramble it. You don't need salt. Like, I've weaned myself off of salt so much to the point to where I'm realizing that I don't even need salt on my food. Some people are like, what, girl, please? I need some seasoning, some salt on my shit. Try it and just tell me what you think. If y'all watching and listening, scramble 2 eggs. It doesn't matter if you use white eggs. I prefer brown eggs. They taste better. They're cleaner. They taste leaner. They taste more like chicken. They have a cleaner, fresher taste to them. There's a difference between white eggs and brown eggs. Whichever one you have. Either you use white egg or brown egg. Scramble you up 2 eggs, 1 egg, or however many eggs you like. And tell me what you think. Don't add no salt, no pepper, no hot sauce, no sriracha, no jalapeno, no bacon. No cheese, big backs. Just scramble the egg and try it. And tell me what you think. You're going to be like, damn, this motherfucker good. Don't even need no goddamn salt, no pepper, none of that shit on it. So I used to salt my boiled eggs, hot sauce on it, pepper, um, cheese on scrambled eggs, fried egg, put a slice of cheese on a little salt, pepper, and I used to do that. And it used to be so fucking good. But I had got high blood pressure. I had high blood pressure one time, a few times. I said, oh, hell no. So I've literally learned to cut back on salt. Everything does not need salt and pepper. Pepper is good for you, but it doesn't need all of that. You don't need all that. And I know as we getting older, a lot of us can't handle a lot of salt and pepper and spice. Your ass to have acid reflux. Your ass to be on a goddamn steroid. I grew up eating a lot of spicy food. The spice is a big cultural thing in my family. A lot of spice, a lot of sugar, a lot of salt. And so I don't even want to, like, no. Try an egg without salt. You're going to say it don't even need it. It don't even need it. I learned to put salt and pepper and cheese and all that good stuff on my eggs because that's what I was taught. That's what I saw growing up. You don't even need. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go boil me some eggs. I love boiled eggs, y'all. I love a fried egg and I love scrambled eggs, and I don't want no salt on it. I never thought that I can eat an egg without salt. Hmm. Sometimes I eat oatmeal with milk, butter, sugar, with a pinch of salt. Sometimes I don't add nothing to my oatmeal. It's just water and oatmeal. It's hard to eat, but it's hard. It's for your heart health. So if you ever had a stroke or stressed out a lot or depressed, eat a bowl of oatmeal with no sugar, no added flavors, none of that stuff in it. No salt, no milk, no butter. It's very bitter. It's hard to eat it. Have you a bottled water next to that. Just get it down. It's good for your heart, kidneys, liver. It's good for your blood flow. It's good for the brain. You eat it for health. You don't eat it because you just got, I mean, you can eat it for whatever you want to eat it for, but I sometimes make me a bowl of oatmeal with nothing in it. And it's hard to eat, y'all. It's very hard to eat. Oatmeal is very bitter, um, very powerful when you try it. It's strong. I know that sounds crazy, but just hear me out. Go try it and see. You're gonna be like, oh damn, she right. This motherfucker shit is horrible. Hmm. I've switched to Cheerios, plain Cheerios. I've switched to Kick cereal plain. Um, when I eat cereal, I don't have any sugar in it. When I went through my health scare, y'all, I struggled to eat healthy. I ate healthy for 8 weeks because it was a requirement from my doctor. So when I tell you I was eating oatmeal with no sugar, I wasn't eating no cheese, no nothing. I was eating whole grain. Um, I starved to fucking death. I had a headache so bad, y'all. I starved. I had an attitude. I went through it. When I was trying to eat healthy when I was dealing with the last individual because they eat healthy. It was hard for me then. So I'm like, oh my God, it's killing me. I'm starving. Like I was getting headaches and going through mood swings because that ain't nothing but that parasite, those worms. They want that motherfucking, that fat shit. Those parasites want that sugar, that salt, that fatty foods, that shit that ain't good for us. Those dyes, those red dyes, blue dyes. Those fucking parasites want that. I'm not saying that I have parasites. I'm just saying that whatever it is, and most likely it is parasites. I did some research. We have our body, we have bugs, we have parasites in our bodies, whether y'all want to believe that or not. Some people have tapeworms, all type of shit going on. They don't even know. If you eat raw fish, sushi, you have some parasites in there. You can't just sit there and eat rare meat, medium rare meat, and eat raw sushi, and they don't think you got a parasite in your body. Yes, the fuck you do. Like, I know somebody that eats sushi, raw sushi, and cook sushi. They go to a sushi bar, they love sushi, and they eat it raw. But I asked them one day, I said, you eat all that raw fish and stuff. Does it ever upset your stomach? Like, how do you eat all that raw stuff? I've never had raw food in my life. I've never had raw sushi, and I never will eat that. And they're like, "Oh, girl, it's so good. Try it, try it." I'm like, "Nah, nah, nah. I'm not trying it. I'm not eating caviar. I'm not eating none of that stuff, right?" And so they were telling me like they eat raw fish. It's raw food on there. Like, what's that steak that people eat that's raw? It's a raw something that they eat or whatever. And they showed me like, well, we were on FaceTime and they said, "No, girl, they ain't even like that. Look." They went to their medicine cabinet. They have vitamins and pills that they take to cleanse themselves from parasites. I didn't know people that eat raw fish and raw things keep those type of things in their home because they know they eat a lot of raw fish. I haven't done a cleanse in. It's been a year since I've done a cleanse, y'all. It's been a year, and when I did a cleanse, it wasn't a cleanse that I did on my own. It was required by a medical specialist. Yeah, some people eat rare steaks. I'm like, whoa, medium and rare. Like salmon. Let's say salmon. Salmon is full of parasites. You can cook that all the way through. That motherfucker got parasites in it. All meat has parasites in it. That's why a lot of people are becoming vegan. People who are vegan have a lot of energy. They age well. Their skin is glowing. Their hair is beautiful, strong. Their fingernails are like, look at your fingernails. Do you have any white dots on your fingernails? Like, look at your fingernails and see if you have any white dots. That's a sign of dehydration. If you have white dots all over your fingernails, a couple here, a couple there, on the front, on the top of your fingernails, if you have white dots, you have dehydration. It's a sign of dehydration. The body is a self healer, and sometimes it needs help as we get older, as we age. So you have to put the right shit in. Just like y'all take care of y'all car, get an oil change, and put the right shit in there. Y'all make sure I get the right um, chemicals to go in that car. Put the right chemicals in your body. Put the right fluids and nutrients in your body, things that you need. Yeah, I eat well done meat. I don't want no medium rare, nothing like that. Oh, well, then you good then, Wolf. Because I was looking up that signs of dehydration of the body. Waking up, dry tongue, um, dry mouth, dry finger. Yo, I mean not dry fingernails. The white spots on your fingernails. You can even tell by looking at your feet. Signs of a diabetic: wet, clammy feet. You might be diabetic on the verge of diabetes if your feet is always wet and clammy. And you can take the bottom of your finger and push on the bottom of your feet. If fluid comes out, you're a diabetic or you're on the verge of being a diabetic. It's in the works. Take the bottom of your foot, go start from the heel of the foot, and take your thumb and push up and swipe up. Fluid comes out of there, 9 times out of 10, you're diabetic and you don't know it. or you're on the verge of diabetes because you have too much sugar in your body. Yeah, I be reading up some shit, y'all. I be watching videos. I be reading up on some stuff. That's what I be doing. Like I have a magazine subscription that comes here um monthly. I think I get two magazines a month, I think it's yeah, two or three magazines I get a month. That comes a free subscription that I get. Um, and they send me it's health magazines, and I read them. And then it's not one of those thick magazines, but it's a magazine. I read them, and then I go what I read in there. I go Google and see what it's about. So yeah, let me see. Go back. 1 second, child. Yeah. So yeah. So mushroom tea can be drinking daily, 2 times, 3 times out the week, whatever works for you. If you drink it daily and put that coffee down, it has better benefits. It does more for your body than coffee. Coffee don't have any benefits really. You're just drinking coffee, just like you're just smoking cigarettes for nothing. Like, mm-mm. It helps with stress and depression, anxiety, your hair, your skin, your nails. It helps with your energy, overall energy, your gut health, gassy. So I'm gonna order this mushroom tea, y'all, probably later on today or tomorrow. Have it shipped to me, and I just know it's gonna be nasty because I don't like mushrooms all like that. I know it's gonna taste like mushrooms because it's organic, and then it's in powder form. So when you stir it, I think it's gonna thicken a little. It's gonna give a certain texture off to it, and it might not. Just depends. I like mushrooms, fresh mushrooms. I can eat fresh mushrooms because they don't really have a whole lot of a taste, especially if you put it in a salad. And then I like cooked mushrooms, like on chicken, like a cream of chicken or cream of mushroom. I like it that way. What benefits does coffee have? How about we pull it up? Let's see. And I started liking coffee when I was working, getting up 4 in the morning because we had a. I'm gonna tell y'all how I started liking coffee. I started liking coffee in my last job, which was a year ago, and they had this vending machine, and you can go up and just push it, and it'll make the type of coffee you want. And it had options on there. It was like a nice vending machine, a coffee machine. It looked like a vending machine, but it was like coffee. You can add whatever you want, sugars. You add different creamers. And one day I said, you know what? Let me get some coffee. I'm tired. I need some energy. I'm low in energy. And I hit the donut blend coffee. I tried creamer. I didn't like the powdered form creamer. So I ended up discarding that and starting over a different cup. So I hit donut and I hit French vanilla creamer, liquid creamer. And I think I did two or three pumps of that. And I think I did 2 to 3 sugars. And I did medium roast. And I stirred it. I was like, oh damn. What? I didn't know coffee was good like this. I had coffee every morning. And I started liking coffee. So I ended up going to where I get my coffee maker at. I went to Walmart, I believe Walmart. I went to Walmart or Target and I bought me a coffee maker. I bought a coffee maker that makes cold brewed coffee or hot coffee. I don't like cold coffee so far. I'm not really feeling that. I like it warm. So I ended up trying Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, Kroger brand. I've even tried McDonald's coffee brand. I'm talking about brands that you can purchase in a store at your local grocery store. They have a huge selection of different brands and flavors of coffee, and I've tried almost half. Not all of them. I've tried almost half. My favorite one is Donut Blend. Coffee Shop Donut Blend Coffee. Medium roast. Light roast, I don't like light roast because it's like you don't even taste the coffee at all. You taste mostly creamer. And it tastes watered down, it's water based. I don't like light at all. Medium roast is perfect for me because dark roast is too strong. It's too potent, too powerful of a taste. So I love medium roast. Then when I went through my health scare, the doctor said, "Oh no, caffeine, no caffeine." They put me on a strict diet, no caffeine. So I said, "No, I just started liking coffee. I just went and bought a coffee maker." So I stopped, y'all. I started giving away coffee. That I had lots and lots of coffee in my cabinet. I started giving it away. I still have some here. I have peppermint. I have gingerbread, donut blend. I have hazelnut, vanilla bean. I have different flavors. I started giving them away to like my landlord. I gave some away to family and friends, and some I still have. It's just sitting there. Coffee is expensive too, especially if you buy it in, you know, a nice size, the big sizes. I bought a whole lot of it. Filters, coffee filters, and all that stuff, y'all. So, um, I haven't had a glass of coffee ever since. I haven't had a coffee, had a cup of coffee in a long time since then. It's been over a year. Then I ended up sticking to tea, which is still caffeine. So I was like, God damn, I can't have that either. So then I started looking for organic teas and things like that. I went to my international market that we have here. I started trying to make my own, which I wasn't successful with that because it still had caffeine in it. And I still wanted to add the sugar, the lime, the lemon, and all that good stuff. So I was like, you know what? I just don't need to have tea either. But now that I don't have this health scare anymore, guess what I've been doing? Drinking tea like a motherfucker, which is bad. I done started back drinking tea, and I'm craving coffee again, and I got to get rid of tea and coffee. Y'all, I got rid of pop completely. Now I did have a pop, which was a Mountain Dew Code Red cherry. I think it was a cherry Mountain Dew. I had it a couple weeks ago or last week, and that motherfucker was banging. Y'all ain't had pop in almost 2 years. And I finally had a Mountain Dew. My son had bought a case of Mountain Dews. And it said cherry. I was like, let me try one and put me one in the freezer. When dinner time came, that motherfucking pop was delicious. I never was a pop girl though. I always was a juice girl. I always was like that all my life. Um, but it would be times that I would have a Mountain Dew, a Coke, a Pepsi, a cherry Pepsi, or something like that every blue moon. But I went 2 years with no pop at all, no caffeine. Shout out to those doctors because they got me off of pop. But a couple weeks ago, a week ago, I had a Mountain Dew, and that motherfucker was fire. So my cravings are coming back. And I said, nope. I was in the store the other day. I didn't buy no pop. Ooh, I wanted one of those damn cherry Mountain Dews. Them cherry Mountain Dews, you put it in the freezer. I don't know about the one in the bottle, but the one in the can, that motherfucker was fire. I don't know if it's because I had went a long time without pop, without a soda, or if it was just the pop was just really, really delicious. It might have been a little bit of both. I enjoyed that damn caffeine, y'all. Too fucking much. Yes, coffee. I had just started liking coffee, like maybe it's been over a year, almost 2 years. This year is almost will make almost at the end of this year, the body make about 2 years, y'all. It'll be about 2 years. Ugh. So I'm trying to get rid of caffeine altogether. Um, I've been juicing off and on. I did smoothies off and on. I wasn't consistent with that. Um, I do enjoy a good smoothie. But I bought a watermelon the other day. I sliced it, washed it off, cleaned it, sliced it, and I blended it up in my Ninja, and I have pure watermelon juice. You don't need to add no sugar or nothing to it. So I drink watermelon juice straight off of a watermelon. Like when you blend it, it has that little mush to it a little bit. It's still watermelon, but it's like it's almost like a smooth, a slushy texture, but it's soft and it's watermelon. So I just drink watermelon juice. I bottled it up. I have it in mason jars. I put it in mason jars, y'all. So I have a watermelon juice a day. With that juicy hoo ha, watermelon. Um, I mix watermelon and pineapple together. It's easier for me to eat it that way. Oh my God, y'all. I almost sat there and ate I did eat a whole bowl of pineapples, fresh pineapples, not that canned stuff, and sliced watermelon together. If you mix pineapple, say for example, you cut your watermelon up, you cut it up into cubes, like little shapes. Then you do your pineapple the same way, your watermelon the same way, whatever. And you combine them together in a bowl and you mix them up. Just mix them up in a bowl. Just mix it. Don't blend it, just mix it. That watermelon and pineapple complements each other. I'm talking about your taste buds are gonna dance like to die for, literally. I said, damn, this pineapple complimenting this motherfucking watermelon like this? So y'all, I'm eating more watermelon and I'm eating more pineapple. If you try it, go get y'all some watermelon, cut it up, get you a fresh pineapple, cut it up, put it in a bowl, and stir it around in a bowl, stir it up, and then eat it. Oh my God. Oh my God. And it's so good you can't even stop eating it. That shit is overly delicious. A 10 out of 10. It's good for a late night snack. It's good for a snack in the morning. Instead of eating all the potato chips and all that shit that we be picking up, Debbie cakes and all that shit that we try to eat, put that down and eat a bowl of watermelon and pineapple together. Oh my God. I'm talking about taste buds you didn't even know you had. You didn't even know you had them taste buds until you put them two together. I'm talking about it's so fucking good, y'all. Y'all don't even understand. Let me look up the benefits of watermelon. I was gonna look up something else, but let me do this. Okay. Going to show y'all the benefits of watermelon. 1 second. Let me delete some stuff back here. Okay. Let me see. I don't eat that stuff like that no more. I have to get a taste for it. Okay. So guess what, Wolf? I want you to get a taste for it. I want you to go get some watermelon whenever you can and get you a fresh pineapple. And if you don't know how to cut it, all you gotta do is look on YouTube to show you how to cut it, the pineapple. And then you're gonna take you a bowl and you're gonna put your watermelon that's cut up, cubed up in cube little shapes, slices or however you want to do it. And I prefer you to cut it up, smaller little pieces, like small pieces. And then you get your pineapple and cut it up in small little pieces too. Not big chunks. You can do it in chunks, however you prefer, but smaller pieces. Cut it up almost like you're making a salad, a fruit salad. And that juice from that pineapple and that watermelon are going to combine and it's like no other. You're going to be able to start eating it. Oh, you said about you on junk food. Yeah, my bad. Okay, yeah. So, y'all, this is the benefits of watermelon. It says, hold on, let me read it. Watermelon is a low calorie, nutrient rich fruit composed of about 92% of water. It provides key health advantages like high hydration, powerful antioxidants, and amino acids that support heart function and muscle recovery. Hydration and nutrition. High water content keeps your body cool and hydrated on hot days. Essential vitamins delivers A, C, and B6. Low in calories, helps you feel full without heavy calories. So you can get full and stay full longer without having the high heavy calories. You see what I'm saying? And it's good for the heart and circulation of the heart and the blood flow. And then let's say this, I'm gonna get a little vulnerable. If you go to the toilet and you have a strong bowel movement, you're eating a lot of meat, you're eating too much meat, and you're not detoxing, you're not cleaning yourself, you're not eating right. Because we all know shit stinks, but there's some shit that stinks worse than other shits. You can go to the restroom, if you eat cleaner, your bowel movement won't have an odor. Did y'all know that? You do know shit don't always have to stink. It could just be like, okay, that's shit, but it doesn't stink so bad to where it's like you gotta grab an air freshener, or you gotta, burn a cigarette, or you gotta like air the room out. Y'all do know you can shit and not have a bad shit. I know that, right? Like when I go shit, it doesn't smell awful. It's not to the point to where it's gonna run everybody out of the house. Because I don't eat a lot of meat. I don't eat meat every day. And I also eat fruits. I don't eat a lot of salt. I don't eat a lot of garlic. I don't eat a lot of onion anymore. You see what I'm saying? I'm not eating all that weird stuff. Like the other day, I passed gas. I farted, and it didn't even have a smell. When I tell you I'm going to get vulnerable, I'm going to get vulnerable. Like that, I'm looking like, damn, it's going to have a smell. No, it did not have a smell. I was able to pass gas without it being a smell. Shout out to me on that. Because I'm a gassy little helper. It didn't have no smell whatsoever. And usually, I used to fart, and it used to be like, whoa, girl. That came from drinking, just eating poorly. Be honest, y'all know y'all done farted before, and it was like, whoa. And then you notice that when you eat better and cleaner and you take better care of yourself, you're not farting like that. Don't stink. Now I don't mind farting in front of a motherfucker. I fart right in front of a motherfucker because I know this ain't finna stink, baby. You gonna hear me fart possibly, but it ain't finna stink. Now I've had farts that was like, whoa, for real. Like I don't even want to smell this motherfucking fart. It's so bad. That's what beer and liquor do to you. That's what raw meats and my allergies are getting to me, y'all. My bad. Oh my god, I got a twinkle in my eye and a twinkle in my throat. Oh my god, I hate allergy season, bro. Yeah. So you don't put in better stuff. Like I'm almost 40. Yeah, I know I went out. I had put it on mute because I fucking started sneezing and coughing real hard. My throat started going crazy. A little tingle, a little tingle in your eye get watery from your allergies. It caught me for a second. So I hit the mute button. I didn't want y'all to hear that. Lord have mercy. Hey Drip. How you doing? How's your day going? How's everybody's day going? I'm just over here ranting, talking about stuff. Y'all know I just be rambling and doing random lives. Yeah, so just eat better, y'all. That's what this live is about. Just try to eat better. We've been talking about a little bit of everything over here, but let's try to eat better, y'all. Try to eat healthier. Um, when you go in the store, when you go grocery shopping, like I've been getting so much. I've been more disciplined because I'm telling y'all, I'll be having cravings, especially around that time of the month. I really be wanting a honey bun. I'll be wanting that pickle, that whole deal pickle, or something, ice cream, chocolate chips, cookies, something. I'll be wanting something, y'all. And that's the hardest part as being a woman. Like, This is why I be like, why do men sit up and disrespect women and call them fat? Like, we really go through stuff. We go through hormonal imbalances, post pre menopausal, postpartum. We go through a whole lot of shit. We go through menstrual, PMSing. We go through a lot. So some of our reasons why we gain weight, we have real reasons why we gain weight, and it's hard being a woman because it's like, damn, what do we do at that time of the month when we want ice cream, a cookie, a Debbie cake, a honey bun? Like, our body is cleansing itself, and we try not to have all that sugar because every woman knows that when you're on your menstrual, all that sugar and caffeine makes you cramp harder. So we know not to do that. But even that is a battle because it's like, damn, I want it so bad, but if I have it, that's gonna make me cramp and bleed more. So we try to stay away from all the sugars. But just being a woman, whether we eat sugar or not, we're gonna cramp anyway. We cramp anyway. Like that shit, our cervix and that shit, all that shit, our uterus and all that stuff, them eggs releasing, it hurts anyway, whether we have sugar or not. It's a lot going on down there. Now, if you have a certain amount of caffeine and sugars and things like that, it will make your cramps worse. So, for example, when I know, like, when I'm getting ready to come on, when I know it's getting closer time to me to come on, I try to narrow down my sugars. I try to stop the sugar before that time comes, so that way when I do cramp, it won't be so bad. I try to watch the meats and stuff. I don't try to eat a lot of meat. I make sure I drink a lot of water around that time before it comes because I don't want them cramps to be so goddamn hard. And I don't like taking stuff for cramps. I do everything naturally, organically. So if I'm cramping like a motherfucker. I ain't taking no damn Tylenols and all that shit that women take. Like, I bleed naturally. No, I don't wear tampons either. I sit in a pad. I bleed. I don't use tampons. Tampons are not good for us when that time of the month comes. I don't care what no woman says. It's not good to put a tampon in when you're bleeding. Let that shit come out of your body. Let it come down on that goddamn pad. Clean yourself, shower throughout the day if you have to. I mean, you have to. You see what I'm saying? Don't be letting that blood sit up in you that's coming out and it's just sitting there. Thank you. Have a good day, Wolf. Thank you for coming in and thank you for tuning in and for listening. I appreciate you. Y'all, and then I'm gonna take a second and put my cash app back up here on the screen. Oop. Can y'all hit the like button for me, please? That is absolutely free. If you haven't subbed to me already, I'm pretty sure you have. I can't remember if I got my live set up where I don't know. But also my cash app is located at the bottom of the screen. I do appreciate you. Um, absolutely. Thank you. Have a good day, y'all. We almost to the weekend. Oh shit, I'm getting text messages. Hold on, y'all. Let me check my phone. Mm. But yes, y'all. I just was sharing that with y'all because it crossed my mind. We were just talking about diabetes and things like that, high blood pressure and genetics and things like that. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about with y'all. Oh, we were looking at the benefits of pineapples too. Because we did watermelon. Let's do pineapple. And some of y'all need to have watermelon and pineapple because y'all has been drinking like it ain't nothing. Drinking like a motherfucker. Drinking ass, drunk ass motherfuckers. Go get you some watermelon and pineapple, goddammit. Oh my god, my allergies trying to take over. It's pissing me off. Okay, let me remove this from the screen. Okay. It says, let me make sure I'm on the right page. It says pineapple is a tropical fruit packed with vitamin C. Um, let's just skip all that. Let's get to the part where it's highlighted. Supports immune function, aids in protein digestion, and helps reduce inflammation and swelling of the body in the body. You see that inflammation? That's what a lot of people have problems with. Inflammation. That's why you have mucus, bad sinuses. This is why you have a terrible bowel movement. You pass gas is horrible, burping, belching. Um, you wake up with you always wake up with crusty eyes, heavy eye boogers. When you blow your nose, it's a lot of snot. Like it's over. It's a lot. Like me, I deal with that. It ain't nothing but mucus, inflammation. I was like, I ain't reading all this. Too much to fucking read, bro. Y'all can read it. I'm fine reading it. I'm getting tired. But anyway, um, yeah, so we know watermelon and pineapple is good for you and you can combine them together. We do know I also know that pineapple can numb your mouth. If you eat too much pineapple, it'll make your mouth feel numb and tingly. And it can mess up your taste buds for a couple hours. It can. So if you try to eat watermelon and pineapple and then you go try to have something else for lunch or dinner, you're gonna notice like, ooh, this ain't right. It's gonna taste funny. So try not to eat too much pineapple if you have pineapple, because pineapple is very strong. You don't need a lot of it anyway. It's a very citrusy, fruity, strong drink. I mean, fruit. And the liquid on it, the juice on it too. So it could be a drink. That shit is strong. So when I want pineapple, I'll eat fresh pineapple or I buy the can of pineapple. And sometimes I buy that glass jar of organic pineapple. And I think it's by, who is that by? Cedar somebody. Cedarwood, I believe. Somebody. But yes, so I try to, oh, and I love grapefruit. I don't eat grapefruit just because of the health benefits. I just love grapefruit. That's my favorite. Oh my God, I will sit there and eat a grapefruit like it ain't no tomorrow. That's like grapefruit and oranges are my favorite fruit. Pineapples, watermelon, and so oranges, grapefruit, pineapples, watermelon, and I love lemons because I love lemonade, fresh squeezed lemonade. Hmm. But y'all, I'm almost at my 2 hour 30 minute mark. I got about what 16 minutes left, about 15 minutes left. So I try to do my 2 hours 30 minutes because I really don't feel like being live. I just did this live just because I needed to go live today. I'm tired still from yesterday. I've been up doing laundry all morning. Ugh. I gotta go make my bed up. I've got some fresh sheets and stuff ready to go on my bed. Um, and then I'm getting ready to clean the carpets and wipe down walls today. So I'm doing some thorough cleaning here today. Yep. And tomorrow I'm busy again. And then I got karaoke tomorrow. We're doing karaoke on YouTube. I might stream it over here if they allow me to. I'll see how that goes. But yep. So that's pretty much all I had to say for today, y'all. And I hope y'all have a good day. We're jump starting the weekend off great. We're not doing that yelling and fighting and screaming. We're not hating on the next person. We're not doing that shit. If y'all hear somebody hating and jealous of me and being weird out there, fuck them. We don't even relay it back to me. I don't care. Let their ass stay stuck in misery and mad and bitterness. I'm moving on with my life. I don't give a fuck what they say, what they say, who they call, what they click up and say. I don't care what panels they hit, what the fuck they say about me. I don't give a goddamn. I'm going to enjoy my weekend. I don't give a fuck about they none of they a bit how a bitch feel ain't none of my business. Cardi B said it the best. How a bitch feeling ain't none of my business. Same with a nigga. I don't give a fuck how a nigga feeling. I don't give a fuck how a bitch feeling. I feel this way and I'm moving on with my life and I'm okay with that. Get the fuck away from me. Shut the fuck up. That's it. That's all. No hard feelings. God damn it. Ugh. Let me take a second, y'all, and give me something to drink. I'm thirsty. Because I only got, what, a few minutes left on here anyway. But y'all, I appreciate y'all. I guess I'm going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. Thank you for the likes. And thank you for the cash app. I did receive two cash apps today. Thank y'all for the cash apps. Shout out to y'all. I'll be checking my phone kind of late. My bad, y'all. But thank you. I appreciate it. Um, Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for coming in just to say hello. Thank y'all for being respectful in my chat. Being respectful to me and just tuning in and vibing out with me. I appreciate y'all, and I do encourage some of y'all to hit the panel. I don't bite. uh, some of y'all can hit the panel. Get more comfortable with hitting the panel, especially if you're working on being a content creator. You might want to start like getting more comfortable hitting the panel. I'm learning too, and I'm getting more comfortable. I'm already comfortable hitting panels. So I ain't worried about that. I got to get more comfortable camming up. That's what I got to get more comfortable with. So we can work on that together, you know? Because I don't be wanting to cam up if I'm yelling and screaming. Ooh, them faces I be making is terrible. And I don't want to go back and look at that. See what I'm saying? Like, ooh, I was looking mean as fuck. Talking crazy in a motherfucker. I don't like looking at myself when I'm doing that. So that's the reason why I don't cam up usually. The main reason why I don't cam up is because I'm always yelling and screaming. And I don't want to look at that later. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to hear that later either. That's why I don't cam up, because I be yelling. But I'm going to start camming up more anyway because I'm trying a softer approach. So I won't be doing all that yelling and screaming so I can cam up. So I'm not yelling and screaming and frustrated, making faces. See what I'm saying? So tune in for that because it's coming, y'all. I've already cammed up multiple times before, so I'll see y'all when I see y'all. But I thank y'all, appreciate y'all. I'm getting off of here. Um, I did my 2 hours. I made it through, and shit was not easy. But once I get the flowing, I flow. And yeah, I'm gonna take y'all to the gym with me too. I haven't forgot. And I'm gonna show y'all the nail stuff that I got. I got my nail stuff. I told you I was gonna do nails. Yep, I'm gonna show y'all. But I do appreciate y'all. Stay blessed. Have a good day. I don't want to see y'all in here being evil, being hateful, being jealous, talking down on the next person. Like all y'all do is do that. Like, come on now. We're not doing that this time. Y'all have a blessed day. I'll talk to y'all later.